Good morning. 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, I stood in this very same field on the 17th of September and I talked about what goes up must come down. It's exactly the same time. It's not quite the same day of the week, but it's the same sky. And on the 17th of October, the sky was completely covered in contrails or chemtrails. That was the question that I put to everybody. As you can see this morning, we're now on the 3rd of October. There's one plane there, which to me is creating what I've always thought is a contrail. There's a very small trail behind it that is disappearing very quickly. So the atmosphere up there is a lot different to what it was 3 weeks ago. But if you go and have a look at my video of the 17th of October, and I did a Facebook Live for it as well, on my Skylog channel, my YouTube Skylog channel, where I've been logging the skies, you'll see a massive difference. It's the same sky. I'm standing in exactly the same place, the same flight paths, but at 7:30 in the morning it was busier up there in the sky than it was on the roads here in the Gloucestershire Cotswolds. I'm logging the skies because I'm concerned. I'm concerned on two counts. I'm concerned because I don't know what it is that's being put into the sky, and 3 weeks ago had been put into the sky. There were 30 or 40 trails in the sky, some very small ones in long lines behind me here, lots of lines of them. I think I counted about 20. And then right up above me here were huge big trails that had gone across a few hours before, or maybe in the middle of the night, that had spread right out into huge clouds, right in this very spot. So you can go and have a look. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm someone who just observes. I'm out a lot in nature. I guide walks in nature. And I come to this space. I live here and I look at this sky every single day. And what I noticed today is there's nothing there. There was that one plane. There's more traffic on the roads today, as it should be, than there is in the sky. So something was going on the 17th of September in the skies here in the Cotswolds. And interestingly, what's been happening here in the last 3 weeks is torrential rain, flash flooding. My neighbour's house has flooded 3 times. It's never flooded ever before, 3 times from flash floods. We had so much water, and not just here, all over the southern part of Britain has had flash floods. And I've had pictures and I've had videos sent to me of people whose skies looked very similar to how they did here in the Cotswolds. But this morning there's nothing. So somebody please explain to me why 3 weeks ago this sky was full of trails, and why this morning at the same time, 3 weeks later, there's nothing yet. I'm pretty sure that I'll be videoing trails again that were like the ones 3 weeks ago. I hope not. But the fact that it's a unique event that's not been repeated tells me it's not natural. If it was natural, it would be like that every day. There'd be that amount of planes coming over every day. There would be that amount of trails every day. I couldn't really tell you what there's been in the last 3 weeks because it's been completely cloudy. This is the first clear skies that we've had here in 3 weeks, and it's glorious. Standing here with the sun on my face, getting all the vitamin D that the sun produces. We don't get enough vitamin D, I'm being told. One of the reasons why we're so sick and tired and miserable at this time of year is because we're not getting enough vitamin D. We need the sunshine. Of course, there's a lot of people telling us that we've got too much sunshine and we've got climate change coming, and some people believe we need to block out the sun. Friends of mine think it's all geoengineering. They think it's cloud seeding. They think it's some kind of solar radiation management. They think it's some way of trying to achieve the 2030 Paris Agreement in terms of the removal of CO2 from the atmosphere. I wouldn't put it past the leaders of the world and the elites of the world to be trying to manipulate the weather. We've tried to manipulate everything else: food, drugs, the ground. I've heard that farmers have had a really, really tough time this year, at a time when I think there's been land grabs going on. There's been buying up of areas of land. I've heard as well that there was a terrible disaster over in I think North Carolina in America, where mudslides came down and actually wiped out a whole town. And I don't know how true it is, but a friend of mine told me that there was lithium there. It could be completely nonsense, but they had terrible mudslides over the last 3 weeks, and terrible storms in America over the last 3 weeks. Is that natural, or is that a combination of nature and man's interference, manipulation and management of weather and the skies? If you go to Richard Vobe's channel, you'll find that he has a huge, big, long list of patents for weather management going back over 100 years, and the most recent ones in 2023. Lots and lots and lots of scientists are interested in weather manipulation. Now, whether that's for protecting us from climate change, or whether that's from trying to create weather weapons, who knows? But there's a lot of interest in it. And to me, when man gets interested in something and starts creating patents for things, it's about money. It's not about people, and it's not about planet. So anyway, look, I've been here. I've been filming this now for 7 minutes, and I haven't seen a single plane go over other than that first one I showed you. Stark contrast to 3 weeks ago, when this skyline here was completely full of trails. I'll see if I can fit a picture of that into this video before I post it on my channel. Please come and support my Skylog channel. I'm just logging the sky for myself, for my own sanity, so I know that I'm not turning into a tin-hatted conspiracy theorist. I want to sort of log it, and I want to see for myself and have evidence and proof that it's not just me imagining it, seeing clouds and imagining it. I know as a child I used to look up at the clouds in the sky, and I could make all sorts of images out of those clouds. So I know that the mind can play tricks on us, the eyes can play tricks on us, optical illusions. But that was no optical illusion last week. The same time, the same place, but a very different skyline. Anyway, thank you if you're already subscribed and supporting my Skylog channel. If not, just come and have a look at the Skylog channel. Please just subscribe to it and like it, just so I can get attention to what I'm doing, so more and more people can start asking the questions that I'm asking, which is this natural, is this usual, or is this once again humans manipulating nature and creating who knows what damage? We've got a bit of a reputation for damaging nature. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk. Enjoy your day, and please support what I'm doing on Skylog on YouTube. Take care. Bye-bye.